You're watching 7 Action News.
Home buying expert live in studio to talk about the resurgence of the housing market and why now is the time to buy. You're watching 7 Action News this morning. Well, home buying season is upon us, and to help those of you who may be in the market, we have Hale Walker, Senior Vice President and co-founder of Michigan Mutual, a local mortgage lending company. So glad you're with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we recently saw that foreclosure numbers are down nationally. How do they look here in Michigan?
You know, it's so nice to be able to share good news with
right?
you. Not only just across the board and across the nation are foreclosures down, but in our area what we're seeing is the home prices and the values are going up. And that really is good news for both the buyers and the sellers, because those sellers who have, through frustration with home values, sort of took themselves out of the market, they're starting to get back in, and that inventory is getting more buyers in the market, so it's really good news.
And you say for people in the market, there are a lot of myths out there when it comes to credit?
There really is. You know, we've all heard the reports on tight credit, and really what I would say is that it isn't all that tight. It has just changed from before the financial meltdown, is that we all know of products that just didn't make sense. Today what they're looking at is much more common sense underwriting. We're looking at someone's ability to pay. Do they have steady employment and the ability to make their payments with the debt that they have? And do they have the willingness to pay? Do they have the credit? Those are going to be important items to take a look.
And kind of after a long drought of sorts, we see that construction, home construction, there's a resurgence. What has led to that?
Well, one of the things has been the foreclosures. You know, there's been a lot of homes that are sitting in a position that are not mortgageable. Maybe somebody through frustration, they've removed cupboards in a kitchen and that type of thing. Well, now there is lending. A good example would be the 203K through FHA that gives the borrower the money to not only buy the home, but to make the improvements so that it is mortgageable, all in one loan. So that's very popular.
So what do people need to know if they're in the market or they want to refinance? What kind of financial homework of sorts do we have to do?
I think that the biggest advice that I would give someone is to understand that this may be the biggest investment of a family's life, and they need to treat it not as a transaction, but as a process. They want to be in a position, if you're going to buy a home, to be like a cash buyer. Have all of the financing taken care of before you even contact the realtor, so that you can go in. The only thing that needs to happen is the appraisal of the home and the inspection for your own protection on the home.
So if you're a first-time home buyer, is now the best time to do so?
Absolutely. Today you're looking at the lowest home values that we've seen in a generation. We're seeing the lowest interest rates that any of us have ever seen. And we're looking at really the availability of money.
All right, thank you so much. Always nice to hear some good news, right, about
really
people buying and building homes. All right, thank you so much.